What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. These are my DFS PGA picks for the Tour Championship. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another DFS PGA picks video. This time we are breaking down the Tour Championship. It is finally here, kind of a bittersweet moment. It is the final tournament of the PGA season, but with that said, we have NFL next week, so getting right into a new sport next week. NFL is one of the bigger sports that I cover. I do cover 4 sports: MMA, NASCAR, PGA, and NFL. So if you guys are into NFL, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be putting out some content very soon. The past couple weeks, I've been working on my model and also getting ready for the upcoming NFL season, but before that, we have this Tour Championship. And as a lot of you guys know, they started to do the new thing. I think it was last year or the year before, where they're starting. Dustin Johnson's starting -10 in first place. Jon Rahm starting -8 in second place. Justin Thomas starting in third place at -7. Webb Simpson starting in fourth place at -6. So on and so forth. So there's going to be some strategy. That's kind of why we see these weird prices. But it's going to be fun. It's the last tournament of the season. Really looking forward to it. As always, we're going to look at some of the course, some of the course stats we're looking for, and also the course info. And we are at the East Lake Golf Club. It is a par 70. There's 7,346 yards. There's 4 par 3s, 12 par 4s, 2 par 5s, and this is also a no-cut event, obviously. Key stats we're looking for: strokes gained off the tee, par 4 average, strokes gained on approach, birdie or better percentage, course history, and also current form. So now we're going to look at the 10K and up, and honestly, you can get away with playing, Webb Simpson is also a fine play. Jon Rahm's a fine play. Justin Thomas, Dustin Johnson, all these guys are definitely in play. Starting with Dustin Johnson, obviously you see the price tag there, $15,200. That's basically because he's starting with a 2-stroke lead on Jon Rahm, starting -10 in first place, so he's going to have kind of an advantage there. And also, he has been playing absolutely fantastic. So I think a win is definitely on the table for Dustin Johnson. It's just, is he going to pay off that $15,200 price tag? And there is some value plays, so I do think you can play Dustin Johnson or you can fade him. You can really go both ways there. But with that said, he's been on fire lately. Insane price tag, but he does have that winning upside. Finished second, first, and second in his last 3 tournaments, so he's been absolutely on fire. Great form at the right time here. 5th in strokes gained off the tee, 8th in par 4 average, 5th in birdie or better percentage. I think it's a good play. I just wish he wasn't 15,200. So I don't know how much I'm going to have him on personally. There are some punt plays I do like, so maybe I'll be able to fit him in a lineup. I haven't really tried to make lineups yet, but I'm assuming it's very hard. But like I said, like Jon Rahm, Webb Simpson, all these guys up there are fine plays. Justin Thomas, 11,900. He's starting -7. He's a high upside play, great course history as well. Average finish of 26 in his last 5 tournaments. 1st in strokes gained on approach, 3rd in par 4 average, 7th in bogey avoidance, and 4th in birdie or better percentage. Very, very high upside with Justin Thomas. You're getting a nice little discount on the $15,200 of Dustin Johnson. Of course, Johnson's going to start at -10. Thomas is going to start at -7. But throughout the course of 4 rounds, maybe Thomas can definitely catch up. So I don't hate Thomas at 11,900. Like I said, I'll be playing some Rahm as well. I'll be playing some Webb Simpson as well. It's kind of a stars and scrubs kind of week for me. Getting into the 9K range here, and Rory is starting -3, and it's not often we see Rory at the price, and I do like the price here. He did win at this course last year. Obviously, a fantastic price for a guy in the caliber of golfer as Rory. He has struggled since the return of PGA, but he did have a solid tournament last week where he finished 12th, so maybe he's able to build off the momentum there. And I really do like the price of $9,700. It's the cheapest Rory has been all year as well, so maybe he's able to get it going. And a guy of Rory's caliber, I do think there is some upside there, especially at $9,700. Daniel Berger, 9,100. He's starting -4 or -4. Finished 23rd last tournament. He's had a great season. Average finish of 14 in his last 10 tournaments. 7th in par 4 average, 9th in par 5 average, 6th in birdie or better percentage. I think Berger's a good play as well. I don't know. I think most of my lineups are going to be stars and scrubs, but if you want to do kind of a balanced build, like Burger's a good place to start. You can get a lot of these, guys, and there's some decent guys in the 8K range as well. But there are some punts I like as well, so I think you're going to be able to go up there and get someone like Thomas, someone like Rahm, and like I said, it's going to be tough to go up there and get Justin Johnson, but it probably is possible this week because there is some solid value down there. Getting into the 8K range, we have Xander Schauffele, and I like this play a lot. I'll probably be starting a lot of my lineups with Schauffele here. I do like the price. He has been on fire lately. Average finish of 3.3 here in his last 3 tournaments, so fantastic course history. Average finish of 15.8 in his last 5 tournaments. Little pricey, but a high upside here. I do like it quite a lot. Probably one of my favorite plays on the whole slate. Next, we got Harris English, 8,700. He is a little pricey here at 8,700, but has been pretty solid of late. Average finish of 20 in his last 5 tournaments, 9th in par 4 average, 2nd in bogey avoidance, and he does have some decent upside as well. Honestly, would rather go up and play Schauffele, but English has been fantastic all year, so don't hate playing English, although I do think he's a little bit overpriced. And then Tony Finau, 8,200. A solid price here for Finau. Finished 5th last tournament. Finishes of 7, 15, and 7 here. So decent course histories. 12th in strokes gained off the tee. 11th in par 4 average. 11th in birdie or better percentage. I like Finau as well. I think is a great value play right in that mid-range of 8,200. He's going to be in a lot of my lineups. Just think he's a little bit underpriced. He is starting at -2 there. So he's going to be starting, kind of towards the back there, but still think is a fantastic play, especially at that price. All right, getting into the 7K range, and there's really not much here. Obviously, it's like a 30 golfer slate here, so there really isn't much, but, Scotty Scheffler is someone I like at 7,900, starting -2. Started out the season hot, and he went through kind of a rough stretch, but as of late, he's been playing great with an average finish of 13 in his last 5 tournaments, so finally turning it back on, and there is solid upside for Scheffler here at 7,900. It's definitely worth a couple shots. He is starting -2. I do think he can work his way up. And then Tyrrell Hatton, 7,000. He's starting -4, so we're getting a little bit of an edge there, especially for the price of 7,000. Very, very solid price there. No course history for him. He was someone who started out the year scorching hot, but he did cool down a little bit. But he's back in form now with finishes of 16th and 25th in his last 2 tournaments. I think he's a fine play. He always has that upside, and at 7,000, starting -4, I think that's you can definitely take a shot there. He's probably one of my favorite plays towards this bottom tier. So -4, he's going to be starting 6th. He's going to be starting in 6th place at 7,000. I think you're getting some value there. But moving on to the punt range, and there's 2 guys I really like here. Got Kevin Kisner starting -1, towards the back, but 6,800. Has been in great form, finished 25th, 3rd, and 4th in the last 3 tournaments. Average finish of 15.2 in his last 5 tournaments as well. He's a great putter and has solid stats all around. I don't mind some Kisner whatsoever. And then Billy Horschel, we're getting him at a really low price here. He's starting even. He's starting in the very back. Great course history play at a very good price. Finishes of 2, 1, and 7 here. Great putting. 20th in par 4 average. 16 in the strokes gained off the tee. Solid pump play. Don't mind Horschel whatsoever, although he is starting in the back here. So what you could do, I'm even fine with starting with Kisner and Horschel in a lineup and just working my way up. I think they're fantastic plays, but the problem is they're going to be coming from behind by a decent amount of strokes. That's the only thing, but there are some solid plays here. It's probably stars and scrubs for me. I will have some balanced builds where I'm going to start with Schauffele and Finau and Hatton, but mostly stars and scrubs because I do think either Johnson, Thomas, Simpson, or Rahm is probably going to win this thing. So you probably want one of those guys in your lineup. So stars and scrubs is probably the way to go. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for tuning in all season. Like I said, this is the last tournament on the PGA Tour, the Tour Championship. Thank you guys for all your support throughout. And up next, we have the NFL football season, so make sure you guys subscribe so you do not miss out on that. Really looking forward to that. If you have any questions, you guys know where to reach me. Twitter, DFS_numbers, Instagram, DFS by the numbers. And yeah, Let's kill it on the last event of the year.